Hello everyone, welcome to Southern Wreaths. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Today I'm going to show you how I make this Poof American wreath. These are the supplies I'm going to use to make this wreath. I have this red, white, and blue mesh. I don't know where I got it. It says Nicole here, so I'm going to assume I got it at AC Moore when they were closing. These I got at Sam's Club. It was part of their spring ribbon. And then I have my 14-inch frame from Dollar Tree. Today I'm going to do my poof method a little bit different, but I'm going to start like I always do. So I'm just going to add the pipe cleaners to my frame. And I'm going to add one at each crossbar, twisting 3 times. After I finish the inside, now I'm going to move to the outside. I'm just going to pick any crossbar to start. Again, twisting 3 times. And then I'm just going to pull my pipe cleaners up and lay them along the second from the outside ring. Where the pipe cleaners end is where I'm going to add my next one. These are a little offset, so I'm just going to add in between them. So that would be where they would be if they were even. And twist. You don't want to twist too hard on the ones in between because it will squeeze the frame together. I'm going to go around and finish the outside. I end up with 14 total ties, 6 on the inside and 8 on the outside. This is what it looks like when it's all finished. And I went ahead and opened my outside ties. And now I'm just going to gather my mesh. This is 21-inch mesh. I'm just going to gather it together, get it as even as I can. And I'm going to find the one that starts at the crossbar. I'm not using the pipe cleaner yet. I'm just going to stick it over the pipe cleaner and use a zip tie to attach it. And I'm putting my zip tie like that. So it's only over the crossbar. And I do it that way so that it doesn't move back and forth along the line of the wire. If you connect it just to the loose part of the frame here, it can move back and forth. So I like it where it won't move. I'm just going to use my wire cutters to pull it tight and trim it away. I'll push it to the back and trim it away. I'm going to make 10-inch poofs. So I'm going to set where the crossbar is in line with the number 10, and I'm going to pull it straight out to the 1 and then add it to my next pipe cleaner. I twist once and then turn it a little bit so it gets like 1.5 twists. And now I'm going to try to keep it even with the 10. And you keep your hand like this when you're grabbing the mesh. And you pull it to the 10. Squeeze it once you get there. And then add it into the next pipe cleaner. Now I'm going to fluff as I go. You could do all of the outside and then come back and fluff. It's completely up to you. I'm going to go around and finish adding the mesh to the outside. When I get to my last poof on the outside, that's when I'm going to use these pipe cleaners that's here. This pipe cleaner that's here. I'm going to make the poof the same way. And then just set it on top of where the zip tie is. And then twist my pipe cleaner. Now to move to the inside, I do something a little different than with the zip tie. But you can use a zip tie if you want. So you gather the mesh and go to the closest pipe cleaner. Then you pull it. I'm kind of pulling towards the center. And I'm going to twist it tightly just to keep it there. And that's to move the mesh to the center so I can continue doing my poofs. And now I'm just going to keep measuring and adding my 10-inch poofs. And I'll come back and show you how I finished the last poof on the inside. To make my last poof, what I'm going to do is open this pipe cleaner up So let me pull my poof out. Then I'm going to open this pipe cleaner, and that's the one that we used to pull the mesh into the center. And then add that into it. Just lay it on top. And then twist again. But this time is to hold in this poof. So that pipe cleaner is doing both. It's pulling the mesh to the center and it's holding the poof. Okay, that's not what I'm doing. So normally at this point with the poof method, I would trim it away and go ahead and attach it to the frame. But with this wreath, I don't want to add any ruffles. And I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see through the mesh a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take half or third of the pipe cleaners, and I'm going to make poofs in between the inside and outside and add them to the frame itself. I think I'm going to do halves because that'll give me a little wiggle room. So I just kind of fold it in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to take my poof and I'm going to continue doing the 10-inch poofs. And I'm going to do them from crossbar to crossbar. And you see they kind of stick up a little bit. I like that. So I'm going to take my fingernail and I just kind of bend it over. Right here you can kind of see the crossbar. That's where I'm going to attach the pipe cleaner. And you could go ahead and add a pipe cleaner to each crossbar before you do your wreath, so then you don't have to do it this way. Alright, so as you can see, I'm over the crossbar, kind of diagonal. I'm pulling it tight, and then I'm going to twist 3 times because I'm not going to add anything else to this, and then I'm going to kind of curl it down and then tuck it into the wreath, and then fluff it. And now we get a really full area right here. So you can kind of see like this one's a little more bare and this one's fluffier. So I'll show you again. Pull it to the 10. There's my crossbar. I'm going to pull it over, bend, and attach it to the crossbar. Make sure I put it over the mesh. And then I'm just going to pull it through to the back and twist it 3 times. And you don't have to like turn it over to do it. I was just showing y'all how to do it. Alright, I'm going to finish doing this all the way around and then we can work on the ribbons. Once I'm completely done going around, that's when I'm going to trim away the rest of the mesh and just push it through to the back and attach it with a zip tie. If I can get it under there. And I'm just going to trim away the excess. And you can actually do the ruffle method on this wreath. It just might be kind of cramped. Might be a little bit harder to add in all of your ruffles. But you can see it makes it super full. And I love these colors together. That's why I didn't want to do ruffles, because I didn't have this same pattern in my 10-inch. So I just absolutely love this. To cut my ribbons, I'm just going to use my 12-inch piece of cardboard. And I'm going to cut my ribbons at 12 inches. You could cut them larger if you wanted to. Personally, I like this size because it doesn't overlap too much. So I'm going to need 7 of each because I have 14 ties. I really like this ribbon. It looks like burlap, but it's not. It's like a, it's not canvas either, but it's not a super, honestly, crappy mesh or ribbon. It's a really good quality ribbon. Why can't I talk? It's a really good quality ribbon. So there's my 7 pieces of that. I'm going to dovetail the ends. You don't have to dovetail the ends, especially of the little ones. You could just do them like at a diagonal. But I just folded it in half long ways, and I'm going to cut from the wire to the crease at an angle. I'll do the same thing over here. There you go. Alright, I'm going to go through and cut this and then go ahead and dovetail everything. I went ahead and stack them. It just makes it easier to add them. So what I'm going to do is take my ribbon, fold it in half, crease it. Then when I open it back up, I'll pinch it at those creases. And I usually do 3. Then I just kind of shape my ribbon. And I'm going to put it into the pipe cleaner. I'm going to twist 3 times. And then I'm going to take a glue stick and roll down the pipe cleaners. And I'll fluff out my ribbons. And I like to create an X with mine, but you don't have to do that. And you could actually use all the same ribbon through the entire wreath if you wanted to. So I'm going to do my next one. I get them as even as I can. Fold it in half to get the crease, and then pinch it together. Then place it into the pipe cleaner. And you want to twist it tight. You don't want the ribbons to slide out. And if you're adding anything else on top of this, don't twist it 3 times yet. Like if you're adding some mesh tubing or anything. Then spread them out. I want to be sure I'm coming into the center. Alright, I'm going to go around and finish doing the inside. After I finish the inside, I'm going to just go ahead and move to the outside. I'm going to prep my ribbons the exact same way. Alright, I'm going to open my pipe cleaner up because I didn't have it ready. I'm going to stick the ribbon in there. Again, twisting 3 times. Roll the pipe cleaners down. And then fluff. And that's what it looks like. So I'm going to go around and finish the outside. Alright, that's it. That's how I made a super simple poof method wreath. The poofs are a little bit different than I normally make, but hopefully you can try it out and see if you like it. If y'all have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, or you can email me at craftingwithlee@yahoo.com. Thank you so much for watching, and if y'all like my video or learned anything, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.